What's good, YouTube? I'm CJ and this is Let's Play Grand Theft Auto 4 Part 32, and we're killing some pigeons, what you all been waiting for. We're just gonna start right here. Pigeon number 23, underneath Duke's Bay Bridge, sitting on top of a platform of the support beam. I used the sniper for this guy, and I would also recommend for you to use a sniper, unless you just want to run up there and pop him with a pistol or shotgun or whatever you choose you can use. That's what I always say. Yeah, these are going to be most of the Duke's pigeons. As you see at the top, I split them into two. So this is going to be DUKES1, and later I'll release a video that's going to be pigeons in DUKES2. Just because there were so many pigeons, I couldn't fit them all into one video. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. This is pigeon number 4. It's in Steinway Dukes on the cemetery path along the water, sitting on top of a grave that kind of looks like a house, doghouse, whatever you want to call it. It's just sitting right on top there, so find it in Steinway Graveyard and kill it. Pigeon number 25 is next. It's also in Steinway Dukes. It's sitting on top of a monkey bars in a playground right off of Duke's Drive, so it should be a pretty easy one to find. There is a lot of pigeons in Dukes, but most of them are compacted together, so there'll be a couple of them on the same street, so they won't be too hard to find. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Like I said before, I've never really made a lot of walkthroughs before, so besides the stunt jump one and of course the previous pigeon video, so I don't know if I'm doing a good job or not. You guys will have to tell me. Hopefully this will be helpful. This is pigeon number 26 and 27. They are actually right next to each other. One's on top of a wall that kind of separates this parking lot from the street, and then the other one is literally right below it, sitting on the ground next to a tree. So they give you an easy one there with a double. Sadly, I think that's going to be the only double in the entire Dukes area. So that kind of sucks. In Bohan, I think we had a few doubles. There was either 2 or 3 times where they gave you 2 pigeons that were right next to each other. This is pigeon number 28. It's also in Steinway Dukes off the road at the intersection of Franklin Street and Ticonderoga Avenue, sitting on top of a boulder beneath a tree. But I already shot that one. I was kind of late on telling you. Just move right here. This is pigeon number 29. Currently, right now, this is pigeon 29. It's also in Steinway Dukes. Look at that. Off of Brandon Avenue and Franklin Street. That should sound familiar. It's underneath the ramp of stunt jump number 5. Remember that beauty that took us so long to do because I was having troubles with it. Anyway, it's sitting right on top of a mound of dirt. So since we already been there, that one should be easy to find. Hopefully you guys don't have any troubles with this. I'm hoping I'm doing a good job on making the walkthroughs, because not only am I doing it to get 100% on the game like I said I was going to do, but also want to help you guys out doing it. So that's why I'm recording this and kind of turning it into a walkthrough at the same time while I'm getting 100%. This here that I'm going on to right now, pigeon number 30. It is on Eastboro Bridge on a railing of the southern pedestrian walkway, so it's like on a pedestrian walkway on the south side. And it is next to a very large support beam right there. Number 31 is, we saw it in a previous video when I was doing a drug deal mission for little Jacob. It's in a little tunnel in East Island City. It's called the pedestrian tunnel, and it goes right underneath Hooper Street. So if you can find that, you can find the pigeon. And like I said, we've seen it before. I walked right past it, but didn't shoot it because I wanted to save it for this video right here, so we can shoot it in the video and while we're doing the pigeons, because we want to do them all in order. Otherwise, they'll mess you up, and that's what, obviously, if you guys didn't know, I would also recommend doing these pigeons in order, because it really will mess you up if you don't do them in order. This, I'm showing you the stunt jump that we did. We already did this one, but if you use the stunt jump, it's just a way to get down here, like it said. This stunt jump has already been completed. but I just used it to get down here. The pigeon is right by the pool. I cut out me walking to it just because it took up a little time, but if you just go down right to the pool, there should be diving boards by the pool, and the pigeon is sitting on the railing of the highest diving board, so you can just go in there. It's Steinway Dukes on railing on top of the tallest diving board at the pool in Steinway Park. So that was the direct description of it. Here, moving on, pigeon number 3 is also in Steinway Dukes. There's a ton of them in Steinway Dukes, so look forward to that. These all, like back to back to back, are like on the same street. So, and it's all on the street that's by the bar where you can play darts at. So number 33 was in Steinway Dukes at the intersection of Morris Street and Yorktown Avenue. It's in a tree on the corner across from the bar where you can play darts. So all you gotta look for is that shape on the map. It's a pretty distinct shape in Steinway Dukes, right across from the bar where you can play darts, and you can get the guy in the tree, pigeon in the tree. And then by the bar, in the alley by the bar where you can play darts, is number 34 is in Steinway Dukes, in the alley behind the bar where you can play darts. Like I just said, just want to read every description though that I'll put on screen so you can hear me say it and you can read it. This next one is in East Island City. It's number 35, but it's also like right down the street from the ones that we just got. It's in a rafter up on the platform of a closed down train station, so just look for that closed down train station. You can see these 3 pigeons are right next to each other, so that's kind of nice, but there are many more to do, so hopefully we'll get some more like that. Number 36 is in East Island City, but I would recommend getting some either Molotovs, grenades, or if you can, a rocket launcher. Here I'm just going to show you where the grenades are. In Meadows Park, under the big monoglobe, I think it's called, there is some grenades that you can grab. It'll give you 3, but 3 should be enough. If you drive right out from Meadows Park, it's basically just right up the street. That little tower that's kind of right there on my right side is where the pigeon is sitting inside of that building. So there's all you gotta do is either throw a grenade into the window, throw a Molotov in the throw a Molotov in the window, and hope. All you gotta do is just hope you hit the pigeon. It's not too hard as long as you make it in the window. An RPG, if you have a rocket launcher, would obviously be the easiest because you just shoot it at the building and you're sure to get it. But there you just see me throw a grenade into the window and kill the pigeon. It's not too difficult. It sounds a little difficult, but it's not that hard, so you guys can probably handle it. Pigeon number 37 is in Meadows Park. It's inside the doorway of an abandoned circus big top that's sitting on the ground. That's the direct description of it here. I showed you where the abandoned thing is on the map. I always use this place to do demolition derbies online with my friends. Just get a bunch of people and go into this big arena and just crash into each other. It's really easy to find on the map. It's those big 2 circles in the Northern Dukes area, Meadows Park, but right in the doorway here is the pigeon. And I was gonna do this pretty intense thing where you just shoot the door open and there'd be a pigeon there, but he's not directly behind the door, so I kind of failed there. Oh well. Here in Meadows Park, this is right where the monoglobe is. You can see where the monoglobe is. Right under the monoglobe there's the grenades. So there's also a pigeon in here, so you just go by the monoglobe, and across from it there's like another pool, and in between the 2 pools is a statue where the pigeon is. The description is Meadows Park Dukes sitting on a plaque in front of a blue statue that is in front of the large globe. I call it the monoglobe. I'm hoping that that's the right name for it, but you can see it in the background there as we kill the pigeon. We got now number 39. It's actually in Francis International Airport. This is the first one that is in Francis. It's not actually in the airport, but it's close to it, so the region or the neighborhood is actually called Francis International Airport. Francis International Airport Dukes. It's in a tree-filled area, so area filled with trees, on a platform connected to a couple of pipes, just kind of off the side of the road there. So I showed you the road coming into it, and you just steer off the road, and there'll be like a little structure there, a little stone structure with pipes coming off it, and the pigeon is sitting on one of the pipes. Now number 40 is in Willis Dukes. Pop over to Willis. It's on top of a green awning entrance for what looks like an apartment building, which probably is an apartment building. So there's the green awning, and it's just right on top of there is number 40. So another easy one. like I said before in my other pigeon walkthrough, I'm just going to show you a view of the map, and then the description while you're looking at the map is going to be at the top. And I'm going to show you a close-up view of where the area is, and then a far-away view, so you can kind of get the perspective of where it is in the city, and then the close-up, so you know where to put the waypoint or know where to go. I hope that's enough, and if I don't give you enough time, you can just pause the video. That's pretty self-explanatory though. Pigeon number 41 is in Meadow Hills Dukes. It's on top of a building across from the Lynch Street subway station. It's just the subway station that's on Lynch Street, so it's in a little doorway that's on top of a building that's right across from it. So I'm going to show you how to get on top of the building. This information is very useful because I use this in multiplayer all the time. I get on top of this building, and not a lot of people know how to get on top of the building, but basically when you jump up on the railing or the wall there, it'll put you over the rail, so you jump over the rail. But if you jump up on top of the rail in front of the bench, you'll actually jump on top of the bench, and it'll put you right on top of the rail. And if you do that right next to where the roof is, then you can just jump on the roof like I did, and then pull yourself up, and make sure you're on the right roof. You're going to want to be on the one that's going to connect to the other building. And once you're on the roof, you just jump so you can get up on here, and then there's just a direct kind of bridge there from the roof that lets you get onto the other building. I'm using my gun here. I would use the gun if I were you to help you. Like if you aim, you can center yourself like on the top, so that way you can like position yourself where you can get on easier. You won't fall off or something like that. I just use the gun to like position myself. It's like an easy way to turn around, but if that made any sense to you guys. The pigeon is there right in the doorway, like I said, on top of the building right in the doorway. So that one can be a little tough to get to, so I can see that. That one was number 41. Number 42 is also in Willis Dukes. It's on a support platform for the raised tracks right near the car wash. So basically, to find this one, all you have to do is go to the car wash, and right on the street where the car wash is on, there'll be train tracks overlooking it, and it's right in one of the support beams there, so you can find that one. Number 43 is in Francis International Airport. Francis International Airport Dukes, on top of a building in between two air-conditioned units. The building is in between two terminals with raised half-oval glass roofs. Easiest way to do this is to go to the subway station in Francis International Airport, and I showed you how to get to it through the entrance right there. You just climb up the stairs, and then you're going to want to jump onto the train tracks. So make sure you look both ways before you do it, because you don't want to get hit by a subway train, and we're risking our lives here to get this pigeon, because it's pretty epic pigeon though. They really make you work for this one. That building that we're running towards right there, it says Fly US or Fly Us. You can get to it directly from these train tracks, so that's why you have to jump onto the train tracks. If you jump on the train tracks and you'll run alongside here, there'll be a point where the two meet, and then you just jump off the train tracks and you go right into the building. When you go into the building, do not go straight. The way I'm facing, that's how you get to the building. The way I was facing, you do not want to go straight, because that will get you far enough on the runway where the police will give you a 4-star wanted level, and you'll have to run away from that, which we don't want. And there is a way to avoid it, so you might as well take that way. Just do exactly what I'm doing, and you can avoid the 4-star wanted level. Don't go too far close to the runway, otherwise you will get the wanted level, which we definitely don't want, like I said. But anyway, this is going to be the last pigeon, so I hope this was at all helpful for you guys. If it wasn't, I'm going to put the link in the description where I got all this information, and hopefully that will be helpful. So we'll do the next part of Duke's pigeons in another video. And if you're wondering how to get off, if you just jump right onto this spot right here, that you can jump off and you'll live. The fall is not lethal. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next part.